Ever noticed how certain women over 50 look effortlessly chic in winter, while others seem buried under unflattering layers? The difference isn't expensive clothing or perfect jeans. It's avoiding 25 specific styling mistakes that make apple shapes, short torsos, and fuller midsections look worse. Today I'm revealing these hidden traps. Mistake number 1. Thinking oversized coats hide your midsection. Everyone tells you to wear oversized, boxy coats to camouflage your apple shape, but sophisticated women do the opposite. Here's why this common advice fails. Oversized coats create a tent-like silhouette that actually makes your midsection appear larger and eliminates any sense of proportion. The secret is choosing coats with subtle structure that follow your natural lines without clinging. For example, wrap coats that tie at the side rather than center front, or A-line coats that gently skim away from your body. Notice how this creates an elegant silhouette that suggests your waist without emphasizing it. This approach makes you look polished and intentional rather than like you're hiding under fabric. Start with trying on coats that have some waist definition, even if it's just gentle shaping through the torso. And here's something most women don't know. If you're shopping online, look for coats with princess seams or subtle darts because they create shape without squeezing. Don't be afraid to try a tailor either, since a small nip at the waist can make a world of difference, especially if you're petite or have a short torso. Mistake number 2, layering everything loose and baggy. This mistake is making you look wider and shorter than you actually are. Wearing multiple loose-fitting pieces creates bulk in all the wrong places. Here's what's happening. When every layer is oversized, you lose all sense of your natural proportions and create a shapeless silhouette. The fix is surprisingly simple. Vary the fit of each layer strategically. Start with a fitted base layer, like a well-fitted tee or tank. Add a slightly looser middle layer, such as a cardigan or blazer, and finish with a structured outer layer. Watch how this creates visual interest while maintaining a flattering silhouette that flows away from your midsection. Try this approach by thinking of layering as creating a gentle A-line shape rather than adding bulk. The transformation is immediate and elegant. Let me share what happened with one of my clients, Susan, who always wore big sweaters over baggy jeans in winter. We swapped her base for a fitted turtleneck, added a soft open front cardigan, and topped it with a belted coat. She looked instantly taller and slimmer, and her friends even asked if she'd lost weight. Mistake number 3, choosing turtlenecks that fight your proportions. Helen Mirren never makes this mistake. She understands that turtlenecks can either elongate or compress your torso, depending on the fit. While most women choose turtlenecks that are either too tight or too loose, she selects styles with perfect ease that skim her body beautifully. The difference is understanding that a too tight turtleneck emphasizes the bust and midsection, while an oversized one creates a shapeless blob. Apply this by looking for turtlenecks with just enough ease to be comfortable without gaping or clinging. See how this creates a smooth, elegant line that doesn't add bulk to your neckline. This approach works because it creates vertical lines rather than horizontal bulk. Start with trying turtlenecks in ponte or fine knit fabrics that have natural drape. Now, if you love the warmth of a turtleneck but worry about bulk, try a mock neck or a cowl neck instead. These styles give you the cozy feel without overwhelming your proportions. If you're finding value in these professional styling insights that help you avoid costly winter wardrobe mistakes, please subscribe to Ethereal Elegance. Every week I share sophisticated advice specifically for women over 50 who want to look polished and confident, not frumpy or outdated. Mistake number 4, wearing bulky sweaters that end at your widest point. I discovered this by studying the wardrobes of the most stylish women over 50, and what I found surprised me. They never wear sweaters that end right at their midsection. Most styling advice suggests any sweater length is fine, but the reality is that where your sweater ends dramatically affects your proportions. Here's how to apply it. Choose sweater lengths that either hit at your natural waist for tucking in, or go longer to create an elongating line past your hips. Notice how this eliminates the unflattering horizontal line that cuts your torso in half. Elegant women understand that the hem placement can make or break the entire outfit. Try this with sweaters in fabrics that have drape rather than stiffness. They'll skim your body beautifully. The reason this matters so much is that when a sweater ends at your widest point, it acts like a highlighter for that area. Instead, experiment with a French tuck where you just tuck the front in, or try a longer open cardigan to draw the eye vertically. Mistake number 5, pairing wide bottoms with oversized tops. The difference between looking frumpy and looking fabulous comes down to understanding proportion balance. Before, wearing wide leg pants with an oversized sweater creates a completely unbalanced silhouette that overwhelms your frame. After, pairing wide leg pants with a more fitted top that defines your waist, or wearing looser tops with more tailored bottoms. See how this creates visual harmony rather than competing volumes. Try this approach by remembering that if one part of your outfit is voluminous, the other should be more fitted. Watch how this simple principle transforms your entire winter wardrobe from shapeless to sophisticated. I have to tell you about my friend Linda, who always wore flowy pants and big sweaters thinking it hid her tummy. We swapped her top for a fitted cashmere sweater, and suddenly her legs looked a mile long and her waist was defined. She said she felt 10 years younger. Mistake number 6, choosing boot heights that cut your legs wrong. There's a psychological reason why certain boot heights make you look shorter and wider. It's about where they create visual breaks on your leg line. It's about understanding that horizontal lines at the wrong places compress your silhouette. High-class women leverage this by choosing boot heights strategically. The technique: select boots that either hit below the knee to elongate your legs, or ankle boots that create clean lines with your pants. Notice how this eliminates awkward visual breaks that make short torsos appear even shorter. Try this when shopping by paying attention to where the boot hits in relation to your proportions. The impact on your presence is remarkable. Something else to consider: if you have a short torso, try boots in a colour similar to your pants or tights, because this creates a seamless line and makes your legs look longer. Mistake number 7, wearing belts at the wrong placement. This mistake is costing you credibility. Placing belts at your natural waist when you have an apple shape can actually emphasize exactly what you want to minimize. Here's what's happening. Belts at the wrong placement can shorten your torso and create unflattering emphasis on your midsection. The fix is surprisingly simple. Wear belts slightly higher than your natural waist to create the illusion of longer legs, or choose pieces with built-in waist definition instead. Sophisticated women recognize that sometimes no belt is better than the wrong belt placement. Watch how this creates better proportions and a more elegant silhouette. Make this work by experimenting with belt placement in front of a full-length mirror. The transformation is immediate. Remember that belts can be your best friend or your worst enemy. So if you love the look but worry about your tummy, try a belt in the same colour as your top for a subtle effect. Mistake number 8, wrapping scarves. Too bulky around your neck. Here's what fashion insiders never tell you. Multiple wraps of scarves around your neck create bulk that compresses your torso and makes you appear shorter. While magazines promote the chunky wrap scarf look, professionals use longer, thinner scarves draped elegantly or shorter scarves tied simply. The technique: choose scarves that create vertical lines rather than horizontal bulk around your neckline. See how this elongates your neck and torso instead of cutting them off. Elegant women understand that accessories should enhance, not overwhelm. Try this by selecting scarves in fabrics that drape well and experimenting with looser, more flowing arrangements. This creates lasting elegance. For a practical approach, try a waterfall drape where you let the scarf hang long and loose, or tie a simple knot at the chest. This draws the eye down and lengthens your silhouette. Mistake number 9, selecting coat lengths that emphasize your widest point. This mistake is making you look wider. Choosing coats that end exactly at your fullest part creates an unflattering horizontal line that emphasizes what you want to minimize. Here's what's happening. The eye stops at the hemline, drawing attention to that area of your body. The fix is surprisingly simple. Select coats that either hit at your hip bone for a classic look or go longer for a more dramatic silhouette. Women with impeccable taste understand that coat length is crucial for apple shapes. Notice how this creates a more flattering line that doesn't emphasize your midsection. Apply this when coat shopping by trying different lengths and observing where your eye goes. This simple change transforms your winter silhouette. Here's an insider secret. If you're petite, a coat that ends just above the knee is universally flattering and keeps your proportions balanced. Mistake number 10, choosing shapewear. That creates new problems. The difference between looking smooth and looking lumpy comes down to selecting the right shapewear for your body and your winter clothes. Before, wearing shapewear that's too tight or ends at the wrong places creates bulges and uncomfortable lines under fitted winter pieces. After, choosing shapewear that extends beyond your problem areas and smooths without compressing too tightly. Watch how this creates a seamless foundation for your winter wardrobe. Discerning women choose shapewear that works with their clothing, not against it. Try this approach by investing in well-fitted pieces that breathe well under heavier fabrics. Watch the transformation in how your clothes fit and feel. My recommendation is to look for high-waisted shapewear shorts or slips that smooth from under the bust to mid-thigh, and always do a sit test before leaving the house because comfort is absolutely key. Mistake number 11, selecting heavy fabrics that don't drape well. I discovered this by studying what makes certain winter outfits look expensive while others look cheap. It's often the fabric choice. What I found surprised me. Heavier doesn't always mean more flattering for apple shapes. Most styling advice suggests heavy fabrics hide imperfections, but the reality is that fabrics with good drape create more elegant silhouettes. Here's how to apply it. Look for ponte knits, jersey blends, or structured wools that have movement and skim your body beautifully. Notice how these fabrics provide coverage while creating graceful lines. Style-conscious women recognize that fabric choice affects the entire look. The change is immediate and sophisticated. The key insight here is that stiff, heavy fabrics can stand away from your body and add bulk, so instead try a soft merino wool or a blend with a bit of stretch for comfort and elegance. Mistake number 12, ignoring the power of vertical lines. This mistake is costing you inches in visual height. Neglecting vertical elements in your winter outfits makes your torso appear wider and shorter than it actually is. Here's what's happening. Without vertical lines to guide the eye, your silhouette appears compressed and boxy. The fix is surprisingly simple. Incorporate vertical elements through seaming, colour blocking, or accessories like long cardigans or scarves worn straight down. Truly refined women understand that vertical lines are their secret weapon for creating elegant proportions. See how this elongates your entire silhouette and creates a more sophisticated look. Make this work by looking for pieces with vertical design elements or creating them through styling. The transformation is remarkable. Something simple you can try is a long pendant necklace or a vertical row of buttons on a coat, because these subtle details draw the eye up and down, not side to side. Mistake number 13, neglecting proper foundation garments. Here's what fashion insiders never tell you. The wrong undergarments can sabotage even the most carefully planned winter outfit. While most women focus on outer layers, professionals know that proper foundation garments are crucial for a polished look. The technique: invest in well-fitted bras that lift and separate, and seamless options that won't show under fitted sweaters. Watch how this creates a smooth silhouette that makes everything else look better. Women who command respect understand that good undergarments are the foundation of elegant dressing. Try this by getting professionally fitted and choosing pieces specifically for your winter wardrobe. This creates lasting confidence. The reason this is so important is that a great bra can lift your bust, lengthen your torso, and improve your posture, instantly making you look younger and more put together. Mistake number 14, wearing colours that wash you out. This mistake is making you look older and larger. Sticking to all black or all dark colours because you think they're slimming can actually make you appear flat and uninteresting. Here's what's happening. While dark colours might seem safe, they can drain your complexion and make you blend into the background. The fix is surprisingly simple. Incorporate colours that complement your skin tone and create visual interest, like rich jewel tones or sophisticated navies. Polished women understand that the right colours can be more flattering than basic black. Notice how this brings life to your complexion and makes you look more vibrant. Apply this when building your winter wardrobe by trying colours that make your skin glow. This simple change elevates your entire presence. If you're nervous about colour, start with accessories like a deep red scarf or emerald green gloves. You'll be amazed at how much brighter and more youthful you look. Mistake number 15, layering without considering proportions. The difference between looking put together and looking sloppy comes down to understanding how each layer affects your overall silhouette. Before, throwing on multiple pieces without considering how they work together creates a messy, unflattering look. After, ensuring each layer serves a purpose and contributes to a cohesive, flattering silhouette. See how this creates intentional style rather than accidental bulk? Try this approach by starting with fitted pieces closest to your body and gradually increasing ease with each layer. Watch how this creates visual interest while maintaining elegant proportions. Let me share what happened with my client Janet, who used to pile on layers for warmth but always felt bulky. We built her outfits from a fitted thermal, added a soft V-neck sweater and finished with a tailored coat. She felt warm, looked slim, and finally loved her winter style. Mistake number 16. Choosing accessories that compete instead of complement. I discovered this by studying the accessories choices of the most stylish women over 50. They never let their accessories fight with their outfits. What I found surprised me. The most elegant women choose accessories that enhance rather than overwhelm their winter looks. Most styling advice suggests statement pieces, but the reality is that accessories should work in harmony with your outfit. Here's how to apply it. Select longer necklaces that create vertical lines, bags that hit at your hip rather than waist, and scarves that add colour without bulk. Notice how this creates a cohesive, sophisticated look. The change is immediate and polished. Here's an insider secret. If you love statement jewellery, wear just one piece at a time, like pairing bold earrings with a simple scarf or a chunky bracelet with a sleek turtleneck. Mistake number 17. Choosing wrong rise bottoms for your shape. This mistake is costing you a flattering silhouette. Wearing low-rise pants or skirts when you have an apple shape actually emphasises your midsection in the most unflattering way possible. Here's what's happening. Low-rise bottoms create a horizontal line right across your widest point, making your torso appear shorter and wider. The fix is surprisingly simple. Choose mid-rise or high-rise options that sit at your natural waist or slightly above, creating better proportions and a more elongating line. Confident women know that the right rise can transform their entire silhouette. Watch how this creates a more balanced, elegant look that flatters your natural proportions. Make this work by trying different rises and observing how they affect your overall silhouette. The transformation is immediate. Remember that the right rise can make your legs look longer and your tummy look flatter, so don't be afraid to try on several styles, because even a small change in rise can make a big difference. Mistake number 18. Selecting shoes that break your line. There's a psychological reason why certain shoe choices make your legs look shorter and your body wider. It's about creating visual continuity from your torso to your feet. It's about understanding that abrupt colour or style changes can chop up your silhouette. Women with natural elegance leverage this by choosing shoes that create clean lines with their pants or tights. The technique: select shoes that don't create harsh visual breaks and choose heel heights you can walk in confidently. Notice how this creates an unbroken line that elongates your entire silhouette. Try this when putting together winter outfits by considering how your shoes work with the rest of your look. The impact on your presence is remarkable. Something to keep in mind is that nude or skin tone shoes work wonders for elongating the leg, especially with skirts or dresses, and for pants, match your shoe colour to your hem for a seamless effect. Mistake number 19. Prioritising size over fit. This mistake is making you look frumpy, choosing pieces that are too large, thinking they'll be more flattering, or too small, thinking they'll look more fitted. Both work against you. Here's what's happening. Poor fit makes even expensive pieces look cheap and unflattering on your body. The fix is surprisingly simple. Find pieces that fit your body as it is today, with enough ease to be comfortable, but not so much that they look sloppy. Thoughtful dressers understand that proper fit is more important than the size on the label. See how this makes everything in your wardrobe look more expensive and polished. Apply this when shopping by focusing on how pieces fit rather than what size they are. This simple change transforms your entire winter wardrobe. I'll never forget my client Maria, who always bought oversized sweaters, thinking they'd hide her tummy. We found a perfectly fitted V-neck in a soft knit, and she was shocked at how slim and confident she looked. Mistake number 20. Forgetting that confidence is your best accessory. The difference between looking stunning and looking ordinary comes down to how you feel in what you're wearing. Before, choosing pieces that don't make you feel amazing, which shows in your posture and demeanour. After, selecting winter outfits that reflect your personal style and make you feel like the sophisticated woman you are. Watch how this transforms not just how you look, but how you carry yourself. Try this approach by choosing pieces that make you feel confident and elegant. Watch the transformation in your entire presence and how others respond to you. Mistake number 21. Wearing prints that overwhelm your frame. Here's what fashion insiders never tell you. Large, busy prints can make apple shapes appear larger and more overwhelming than they actually are. While magazines promote bold prints for everyone, professionals understand that print scale matters for different body types. The technique: choose smaller, more subtle prints or solid colours that create a cleaner, more elegant silhouette. See how this creates sophistication rather than visual chaos. Elegant women understand that sometimes less is more when it comes to pattern. Try this by experimenting with different print scales and observing their effect on your silhouette. This creates lasting elegance. If you love prints, try a scarf or blouse with a small repeating pattern. Mistake number 22. Following trends instead of what flatters you. This mistake is costing you style credibility. Blindly following every winter trend without considering whether it works for your body type makes you look like you're trying too hard rather than naturally stylish. Here's what's happening. Trends are designed for a generic body type that may not be yours, and forcing trends that don't flatter you makes you look uncomfortable and inauthentic. The fix is surprisingly simple. Adapt trends to work for your apple shape and short torso, or skip them entirely in favour of what you know flatters you. Women who dress strategically understand that personal style trumps trends every time. Notice how this creates authentic elegance rather than costume-like adherence to fashion. Make this work by evaluating each trend through the lens of what flatters your specific body type. The transformation is immediate and authentic. Remember that when you wear what suits you, you'll always look current because confidence never goes out of style. Mistake number 23, neglecting the importance of proper tailoring. I discovered this by studying why some women always look polished while others look dishevelled in similar outfits. It often comes down to fit and tailoring. What I found surprised me. Even inexpensive pieces look elegant when they fit properly, while expensive pieces look cheap when they don't. Most women accept clothes as they come off the rack, but the reality is that tailoring can transform your entire winter wardrobe. Here's how to apply it. Invest in basic alterations like hemming pants to the right length, taking in waist slightly, or adjusting sleeve lengths. Notice how this makes everything look custom-made for your body. The change is immediate and transforms your entire presence. Here's an insider secret. A $20 alteration can make a $50 coat look like a $500 designer piece, so find a local tailor you trust and see how your confidence soars. Mistake number 24, creating outfits without considering the full picture. The difference between looking thrown together and looking intentionally stylish comes down to considering your outfit as a complete look rather than individual pieces. Before, putting on pieces without thinking about how they work together creates a disjointed, unflattering appearance. After, planning outfits that work harmoniously from head to toe, considering proportions, colours, and overall silhouette. See how this creates polished, sophisticated looks that appear effortless. Try this approach by laying out complete outfits and evaluating them as a whole before getting dressed. Watch how this transforms your daily style from accidental to intentional. Something practical you can do is take a photo of your outfit before you leave the house, because sometimes seeing yourself on camera helps you spot what works and what doesn't. Mistake number 25, underestimating the power of quality over quantity. There's a psychological reason why investing in fewer, higher quality pieces makes you look more elegant than having a closet full of mediocre items. It's about the confidence that comes from knowing you look polished and put together. It's about understanding that quality pieces fit better, last longer, and make you feel more sophisticated. Women with refined taste leverage this by building a smaller wardrobe of pieces that work beautifully together and flatter their specific body type. The technique: invest in well-made basics that you can mix and match, rather than buying many trendy pieces that don't work together. Notice how this creates a more cohesive, elegant wardrobe that makes getting dressed easier and more enjoyable. Try this by evaluating your current wardrobe and identifying gaps that could be filled with quality pieces. The impact on your daily confidence is remarkable. The truth is that when you love every piece in your closet, getting dressed becomes a joy, not a chore. You'll always have something to wear and you'll always look your best. These 25 winter styling mistakes can completely transform how you approach cold weather dressing when you know how to avoid them. Which mistake have you been making, and which solution will you try first? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more sophisticated styling secrets.